Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I'm doing another plan with me for the week of September 21st. I'm like, what are we doing? I don't know. And I'm using this stunning House of Horrors kit. This is one of the best Halloween art sets that came out this year. It's just next level stunning. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I love the colors. I love the vibes. I feel like it's different, which is so hard to freaking do. So hats off to Caress Press. And I believe, maybe? No, actually, I was going to say Sadie Piper Designs because that's who she usually works with, but I think this was Lavi Art. I'm not sure. If y'all know, let me know down below. I'm usually pretty good at spotting who did the art. I think this is Lavi Art. Let me know down below if you know, but this art is so stunning. It is so stunning. I can't even handle it. I love it. I love it. It's gorgeous. I can't get over it. Okay. I paired it with the maple foil bundle from Caress Press as well in sparkly orange, and it's stuntin'. It's stuntin'. I went very kind of basic with this one. I just used the foil bundle and the regular old bougie boxes, and it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. I'm not even going to hold you to just be simple. Just kind of keep it simple, let the art shine, which is really what I wanted to do. I decided to go with the, I think it's leaf, maple leaf foil bundle from Caress Press because it's still September. Like, we're not fully in October yet. So I thought it made sense to have it lean a little bit more fall, even though obviously it has the spooky vibes to it. So that's why I ended up using that. But I feel like gold would have looked great with this. I think Sunset Hollow would have looked good with this. Yeah, and I'm sure there's others. Regular orange would have looked good. The Planahanas, I think it's called Brown Hollow Pebble, maybe? I can't remember all the foil names. It was just too many. There's too many foils in shops, so I can't remember all the names, but something like that would have looked really cute with this as well, with the brown. So it's just a beaut. And I think the colors lean a little more autumn than they do like Halloween to me. So it's just amazing. Like, I can't get over it. I'm just gonna gush about it forever. But yeah, so that is what I'm using this week. As far as what happened this week, I would be lying if I told you that I remember, because I do not. I know that we were through like the peak busy time at work, even though all of fall is kind of busy, but like peak time we were over at this point. So I'm sure it was getting at least a little bit of a breather. And my personal life definitely started to quiet down around this time because my mom had finally moved and some other things were kind of getting settled in its place. I think this is when I got the notice that my dad was approved for his insurance, which I literally cried. Like, literally. I'm not even playing. Like, I think it was the first time I've ever had like happy tears. Like, I just bawled, y'all, because it's been such a journey for that to happen. And I'm still kind of dealing with that, but at a much more minimal level is the best way to say it than what it was. So I just kind of bawled this week. So I think overall it was a pretty decent week from what I remember anyway, because it has been 3 months now. Wild that we're in December, but here we are. The tall box. Can we just have a minute for the tall box? I just can't do it. Y'all. Like, this is elite art. I can't do it. Oh my gosh, I can't. Anyways, I figure I'd chat with you guys about my Thanksgiving. I think I asked y'all like how your Thanksgiving was in one of these videos that happened this week. A lot of them have gone live this week, so if you haven't checked out those videos, definitely go and check them out. I will have cards up above so you guys can go and check it out. I am trying to do some version of Plan Miss we'll see how far I get. It's only week 1. I don't even want to promise too much because it's me. So I'm going to see where I go. But at least for this week, I know that a lot of videos went up. So definitely go and check those out. But I never really told you guys about my trip. I think I told you that I went, I don't know. I think I told you guys that I was planning to go to New York. If you watched my November kit lineup, then you know. I think that's where I mentioned it. But we went to New York City to spend it with Bay's family, and it was fine. It was kind of what I expected as far as being anxious for the most part, but it was fine. Like, we had a decent time. Thanksgiving itself was actually really, really hard for me, like the day of Thanksgiving. Otherwise, I would say the rest of the trip was like, okay. But we left here on Thanksgiving Day, and we decided to do like a drive halfway, train halfway, just because parking in New York City is such a you know what. So I was like, let's just do this. I'm kind of used to taking the train from Connecticut to New York because I used to live in Connecticut for many years. And that's how we would get to New York. Like when me and my friends went, that's how we would get there. So I was kind of used to that. So I decided to do that. And it was just a long trip, you guys. It was already going to be a long trip, but it was longer with breaking it up. But I think it was worth it to not have to worry about the car and parking and like having to move it every 100 minutes. I can't. Every 10 minutes, I guess, not every 100 minutes. I'm getting annoyed just thinking about it. But it took us like 6 hours to get there. So I can get to California in 6 hours. For context, that's how I was feeling. But we got there like maybe an hour or two before like everyone was going to eat. So luckily, because I was starving because I didn't eat breakfast, we left super early. And then I had a headache because I didn't eat breakfast. I was tired. I was hangry. It was a 6-hour ride. I had to people, this is why I stay home. This is why I stay home. Because peopling, not my strength. Unless I'm being paid to people, I don't really want people. That's just me. So by the time I got there, I was like, oh my God. But I think we ate like an hour or so after. And it was nice because, for him to see his family and stuff, and like some of his extended family was there, and I know he doesn't get to see them often. So it was great. Great for him. Like, that's the whole reason I dragged my brown ass over there. So loving compromise. We gotta love it. But the food was amazing as I expected. So we stuffed our faces. We watched a movie together. I hung out with my little niece. It's technically his niece, but I just love her. She's just so cute. Like, he always jokes about the fact that she's like more like me than her actual mother, which is his sister, which is hilarious. But also, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. I'm like, yeah, she could probably pass for our daughter at this point, but it's fine. So we just laugh about that all the time because she is so funny and so cute. She is 9 and she cracks me up. But yeah, so she's always my fave to hang out with. I'm like, just, where's your niece? Because that's my buddy for the time that I'm going to be here. That's my buddy. Where is she? So we just hang out, but we watched a movie. I forgot what movie we watched. Oh, we watched Trapped, I think it's called. I don't know if it was released in, I think it was released in theaters, but I'm not positive. But it's actually pretty good. Like, are you going to be blown away? Like, is it Oscar worthy? No. But it was pretty good. It's a movie about, they're basically trying to trap a serial killer at a pop concert. That's the tagline. Like, it's not bad, to be honest with you. It's not bad. Also, not for nothing, but I need to see if that movie has a soundtrack, because that pop singer is actually pretty good. So on top of the fact that I'm like, I like this movie, I'm like, does it have a soundtrack? I highly doubt it does, but she got some bops. But yeah, so we watched that. Me and Bay had watched it already, and I think he just wanted like his fam to watch it because we just wanted, you know, to find like a good movie to watch. So we ended up watching that one, and then I think there was another movie they put on, but it was like horror based. God, what was it? It was just weird. It was something that his family wanted to watch. It was like apocalyptic kind of movie. It was, but I mean, I can't complain too much because I did watch bits and pieces of it and it seemed interesting. It just wasn't enough to hold my interest like consistently, but it was interesting. Oh, it was the one with Halle Berry, Never Let Go, maybe something like that. If y'all have seen it, let me know down below. It wasn't bad. um I think I watched most of it and then I was like, bro, I'm done. Like after 6 hours in Turkey, the bed's calling my name. So I pieced out. I was like, I can only like not only am I just tired in general, but also my social battery is on E. So I'm gonna need to excuse myself and see y'all tomorrow. So I did just that. And y'all, we stayed with them and then basically they live in the hood. Like, why should we sugarcoat? They live in the hood. Which is fine. Like, I'm used to that shit. That's fine. I really don't have a problem with that part. The problem is, you know, sometimes you have neighbors that are just not considerate. And when I tell y'all that so the first night it was fine. Like, slept, wasn't much noise, fine. The next night, y'all. The next night. I'll get to it. Let me tell y'all about the next day, since that night was kind of uneventful. The bed was not super comfortable. It just wasn't made for us, which is fine, but contributes to the fact that I want to stay home half the time. And I feel like other folks have this too, where it's like, I don't get a good night's sleep if I'm not home. And then it's just not the same. It's just not the same. If you know, you know. So had an okay night, even though we were somewhat uncomfortable. I had an okay night. I did have a full breakdown that night because grief is a son of a you know what, and it hit me pretty bad, and I didn't see it coming, and I should have seen it coming because holidays and grief go hand in hand, and I did not see it coming. So yeah, I had a full breakdown. So it was Thanksgiving Day. Black Friday, we went out to eat, which I think was hilarious since we had so much leftovers. But I think they were kind of holding out so that folks can bring leftovers when like people started to leave, like bring leftovers home with them. And I was not going to be upset about that, especially because we didn't pay. So I was like, fam, let's go eat then. We went to this Puerto Rican restaurant, I think. Definitely Latin. I think it was Puerto Rican. I don't think it was Dominican. So we went there. It was such a cute little place. And there was this sign that I didn't see it till we got up, but I'm going to pop a picture of it in a little bit. But it was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. The pina coladas were so good. I got a pina colada and it was amazing. It was so good. I wanted to get like 5 and I was like, nope, I'm not going to be that person because I'm not even paying for this. So I'm just going to get one pina colada. It was a virgin pina colada, which is cheaper. And I'm also not a big like alcohol girl. I don't really like it for the most part. Every once in a while, depends. Every once in a while, you know, there are some that I like margaritas and stuff. But for the most part, I'm a non-alcoholic kind of gal. So, but that pina colada was so good. And yeah, it was a good time. They had great music. It was like very quiet in there. There was only, I think, one other family. Maybe, I think there was 2 and one of them left like as we were getting seated. So there was really only one other family there. So it was quiet. It was nice. It was very nice. And that other family had a birthday. So we were like, you know, singing and clapping for them and stuff. So it was cute. It's cute little environment. I'm going to pop in the picture that I saw as I was leaving the restaurant, you know, especially after Thanksgiving, like the day before, and having that breakdown and dealing with grief and, you know, all the things. It was so like a, you got this moment. I'm going to pop a picture in because I saw it and I took a picture of it immediately and I was like, wow, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So yeah, so that was really a nice way to kind of end that night. And then we just headed back and hung out. They watched A Quiet Place Day 1. I watched a little bit of it, but I haven't watched any of those movies and I don't really care to watch them, even though I know a lot of people like them. I love Lupita Nyong'o. I think she's incredible. The little bit that I did watch of her, of course, she's just an A1 actress. Like, Jesus, she's so good. She's so good. So the little bits that I saw, I definitely appreciated, but it's just not my genre of movie. So yeah, so they watched it and I kind of retreated into my hole. I was like, peace out, y'all. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I'm sleepy and I'm old. Luckily, no one cares. I don't think anyone does anyway, because they just kind of hang out. It's the same thing whenever they're here. I'm just like, okay, this is my limit of peopling. I got peace out. This is how I've learned to protect my peace, which is a hard thing to do because some people do care and take it personally. Luckily, his fam is pretty chill, so they don't. And I like spend time with them. It's not like I'm out for 5 minutes and I'm like, all right, peace out, y'all. You know, like I spend most of the day with them. But yeah, so went to bed, and then like later on at night, you know, Bae came to bed, and y'all, when I tell you, first of all, the music sounded like it was in the room with us. Like, that's how loud it was. Like, it sounded like it was coming from the room we were in, and it clearly was not, because none of us were playing music. So that was one thing. And then, of course, they were lighting up. They were having a grand old time, which, whatever. Do what you got to do. But, like, the high-pitched, like, giggles that came out of the wall next to us, just can't describe. I was like, wow, they got that good stuff in there. So it was a battle trying to fall asleep and whatnot. What is this? Oh God, sorry, I'll have breaking news on, which is always a bad idea. So yeah, that was like a whole thing. And then I was up like, I don't know, maybe like 5-ish or 6-ish. I woke up and then I was just kind of laying in bed, and I could hear the neighbor having a full-blown argument on the phone with someone. And I'm like, I just knew it was a man. I just knew it. I just know it is. And I was sitting there like, girl, let me tell you something. I need you to break up with this man immediately, because if you need to argue on the phone with him at 7 a.m. where no one should even be speaking, that is a red flag. Like, I need you to break up with his ass right now. And my boyfriend's just cracking up because I'm saying this shit out loud because I'm insane. I'm like, girl, I need you to just let it go. You got to let it burn. Like, listen to Usher and let that shit burn, because nobody should be even speaking at 7 a.m. and speaking at the tone that you're speaking at is too fucking loud. Like, what is happening? So, you know, an adventure. It was an adventure. And then we left that day. We like had breakfast and we tried a new coffee creamer. It was a coconut coffee creamer, and we're both obsessed. They had a coconut one, which I've never seen around here. And I don't know if it's because it doesn't exist or because I haven't really been looking for it. But now, next time I go grocery shopping, I'm going to look for it because we're both kind of obsessed with it. It's so good. So we had that breakfast, and then we started our journey back home, which was another 6 hours, basically. There wasn't really a ton of traffic, really, to be honest, but the train was packed. Like, we almost didn't find seats, which it's a 2-hour train ride. So we were like, bruh. I'm like, this is another reason why I stay my ass home. and don't go out, because this is what it's like. But we made it in one piece. We survived. We're here. We're good. But yeah, so that was Thanksgiving. Here is my completed spread, y'all. I think I'm going to flip through the leftovers in a sec. I am just obsessed with how this spread turned out. It is so, so stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you've been enjoying all the videos that have been hitting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.